Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is your boy D Crypto Siege with another day in the life, in the crazy life that is the digital asset space. What is going on, guys? How's everyone doing? Hope everyone is doing well. Sorry, I apologize, my brother, soon to be brother-in-law, is asking some questions about the awesomeness that is the Celsius Network app. Absolutely exciting day today. Interesting news, huh? Interesting news. What in the world? What in the world? What's going on, guys? Doobie and Two's in the building. What's up with you? Legendary is here. Win Mullet, what's up, man? What's up, Win Mullet? 416 Crypto. Good afternoon to you. Yeah, man. So that press conference or White House conference or whatever they call that thing was interesting today. Wasn't that some interesting stuff? Very interesting. Let's see here. Let me do something. Some of this stuff is already. Why XRP is the greatest? YXRP is the investing opportunity of the decade. That's an interesting read. I'm back in Illinois and cold already. Oh, I hear that one, Mullet, man. We had a nice day today. 70 plus today. Breadwinner INV with Bill Gates is stepping down. What? I did not hear anything about that. What's going on there? Oh, nice, XRP gal. Good to see you on the stream this afternoon or good evening. Hey, Siege. My iTrust rollover just went through today. I got myself a nice bag at 16. Very nice. Very nice. Good for you. Very, very nice. I'm glad to hear that. That is absolutely outstanding. Breadwinner INV, Bill Gates stepping down, and Best Buy CEO also. I didn't hear anything about that. You guys heard about that? Swayze is in the building. What's going on, bro? Vox is here. What's up, Vox? Vox ET. Vox et. Hey, Siege. Greets from Germany. Good to see you, my friend. Noel Jordan's in the building. I know. It's been a long time, Noel. It's good to see you here, Noel. Pete Kirchner's in the building. Hello. Walmart was a madhouse. Just got back. A bunch of stuff cleared from the shelves. Wow. Really? Interesting. I got a little interesting little audio to share with you guys. I haven't had time to kind of have it verified yet. We're still working on vetting this particular audio. TJ Cooper's in the building. What's up with you, TJ? TJ Jackson is here. What's up, TJ Jackson? See you in the stream. Yeah, so the president's announcement today, interesting. Got the word from my dude Deep Mind that they was going live today. And appreciate that, Swayze. Appreciate that big time, my friend. Definitely appreciate that. So interesting time today, yes. Interesting day today. Oh man, I gotta tell you. Yeah, like my brain, like my brain is spinning. Like so much stuff to talk about there. I don't even know what to talk about. I saw an absolutely outstanding AMA today. Ask Me Anything today with Alex Mashinsky. Man, oh man, and it's so crazy too because somebody commented on my YouTube. I saw it a little bit in the Telegram chat today. Someone had commented on one of my videos in YouTube, and we're kind of going back and forth. And he said, "Yeah, man, I feel so bad for." No, he said, "Oh," what he said was, "Oh, Nexo," and I'm like, he said two things, and then he said, "Oh, Nexo." I said, "Oh, so I said, yeah, it is crazy they did and today. And what's up with Nexo? And then he told me, he said so many people got wrecked because they had done loans and they got wrecked today. Lost. I don't know how it works on Nexo. I don't know if they lost all of their XRP, some of it. But he said he got wrecked. I guess it would have been yesterday. A lot of margin calls and that type of thing, and liquidations, lots of liquidations. And so, interestingly enough, the next thing you know, I'm driving on my way to pick up some stuff from the store, and notification about Alex doing an AMA. And this dude said they had the best yesterday, today were their best days in forever. I'm gonna let you listen to it, but he said no liquidation. Then later on, he said a few, but so it's somewhere in between none, and a few. But in either case, it nothing like what it was. And he also mentioned something that I did not even know. I'm going to let you guys hear this as well. And I'm going to be proof positive to that statement that he said, because my particular thing had gotten into that area of margin call and or liquidation with them, and it didn't take place. And it's because of what he said. I didn't know it. I was fully prepared to no, I don't want to lose any of my digital assets. So I was fully prepared to put more digital assets on the platform, but it didn't happen. Now I come to find out why no liquidation took place, but I didn't know that until after I watched this video. And that's, for me, is another just all in for me, this particular platform. But guys, I don't want to go on too much of that. I'll share a little bit about that video with you guys today. All right, hold on one second, guys. But I gotta tell you, how many times did you guys listen to the Donald today? Did you listen to him today? Did you listen to the crew behind him? How many times did this guy say private-public partnerships? Any of you guys thinking what I was thinking? Any of you guys thinking what I was thinking? The amount of times they said private-public partnerships. Now I'm getting more and more word from my dude and some other people that just kind of the step towards thing. This audio that I'm gonna share with you guys, I don't know. I haven't what's the word? My dude Deep Mind teaches me all the time. He says, Siege, trust but verify. Trust but verify, Siege. Trust but verify, right? So this hasn't been verified, right? We got to still kind of vet it and check the source, et cetera, et cetera. But it's an interesting audio. I'm gonna let you guys listen to it in the Telegram chat. I'm listening to this and I'm like, interesting. So we shall see. Were any of you guys in the stream, my last stream that I did with this dude, Matthew Hall, checked in and talked about Goldman Sachs, and that I guess he's, some executive somewhere. I don't know. He worked there. Exec told him, or his friends, the exec, and the people from Goldman Sachs told the exec, and his friend told him, type of deal about XRP. You guys remember that? I guess you could go back to the stream, and hopefully there's a live chat replay. I might be able to do that myself, I guess. If the live chat replay is there, it was at the end of the video where this dude Matthew Hall came on. You guys remember that? I don't know if you remember that, but he was pretty confident, but he had to go. So apparently, he's in the UK. He's in the UK. And it was real late, I guess, by the time I was doing the stream. It was really, really late. Yeah, he was saying bye, bye, bye. Right. That's exactly what he was saying. He was saying bye, bye, bye. And he said that the executive from Goldman Sachs told him, them, that. So hopefully that's in a live chat replay. Hopefully, again, it's at the very, very end. I mean, literally right before I'm signing off type of deal. So you probably go back to the last, 5 minutes and then listen. Hopefully the replay is up there. The chat is up there so you can see it from him. But that was an interesting thing. Learned some new stuff today about the beer cold and how to protect against it. And it's having to do more so with your immune system than it is with this cleaning your hands and all this other kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, so very, very interesting. So let me share some stuff that I took some notes down from a couple of talks I was in. Let me see what I got. I think I already mentioned this to you guys, but yeah. So I told you guys it looks like the U.S. dollar is going to be gold back. It will be digital. That's the latest. It will be digital. Goldman Sachs, I believe they're an investor in Triple Gal. I know Goldman Sachs is just listen that those top places like Goldman Sachs, BNY Mellon, share what is it, State Street. They are just all up in this whole new financial system. Without question. Without question. So kind of hear that about Goldman Sachs and buying XRP. To me, it makes sense. It's no different than the dude who came on this channel months ago. I came on BK stream one time, said about Wall Street, how familiar Wall Street was, and that they were buying, and that they already had nice bags of XRP. So, not financial advice for sure. Certainly not. You certainly don't want to take your investment advice from a guy on YouTube, but that's what happened. Those are the facts, and they are undisputable, indisputable, undeniable. Whatever that guy says on that movie with who was the guy? Nicholson and it's the other guy now, but you guys know what I'm talking. Yeah, so I told you that. What else? Oh yeah, so anybody been hearing lately about the this new tax system? Didn't the Donald President Trump say that they were going to be doing a new tax thing, looking into it? So I'm told that they're looking at a consumption tax. So, and that the Fed tax and the state tax will be no longer. What else? Right. Consumption tax of around 15%. Fed tax, state tax, no longer. We'll see about that. We already know that the Donald is looking into payroll taxes, trying to give some relief. What if the relief in payroll taxes is just a step, an entry level step to what they ultimately want to do? Just go to a flat consumption tax. I know that the idea of a consumption tax has been thrown around in the community before. Huh. Right? Yeah, so that's what I'm hearing, XRP Gal. I'm hearing the immune system. It's all about the immune system. Vitamin A, D3, and K2 with a great probiotic. Hopefully it's a pre and probiotic. And omega-3, omega-6 with is it the green lipped mussel? This is what I'm hearing is the way to combat that stuff at the utmost. And yeah, it's pretty much I listened to someone today, real sharp person, very, very sharp. I mean, yeah, it's basically saying the idea of not getting it is very, very low, um, and that it's all about boosting your immune system essentially to fight it as best as it possibly can, because the rates for fatality is still significantly low. But why not just boost and have the best and healthy immune system anyway, because it helps for future anyway. But he was on, for him it was about the immune system, getting that right right as you possibly can. Get that, being the 1% of the 1% of the best immune systems, and everything starts with your gut health, which is really, really exciting for me, because that's one of the areas that I work in business, and just hearing that was like, yeah, love it, big time gut health, brain health guy. So that was perfect for me to hear that. But yeah, very, very, very man, sharp dude. Yeah, yeah. So it was a consumption tax around 15 in the 15. I don't know, probably the 13 to 15% range. Yep. And it makes sense. Again, trust but verify. So we're still working on that, but it makes sense because I think the mention of this payroll tax that they mentioned, I think really is and what's in the end of the year is what they're looking to do. And I don't know if it did or did not get nixed. I think it did get completely nixed. Not going to happen. But I think the mentioning of it is something that they're talking about going forward. And this whole Nasara Jasara thing. I don't know, right? So the Nasara is the National Economic Security Reformation Act. I keep hearing about Nasara. I keep hearing about Jasara, but don't know what. Yeah. So oh yeah. So what? I've never heard of astragalus. What is that, XRP gal? Heard of elderberry. Heard of that one. We were talking about elderberry about a week ago. Last week, Thursday. Last week Thursday. We were talking last week Thursday and Friday. TD73. Huh. Yeah. Oh, they did. Yeah. So TD. Yeah. So I don't know how much time you have with that. And there's a number of ways you can avoid liquidation with them. Um, One is you can put other assets on the platform. The other is you can put particular collateralized asset on the app to cover it. You can put dollars, regular dollars, on there, right? So obviously you get some USDC or USDT and put it on. Wow. So they have a few ways to help you with that, avoiding the liquidate. So, and there's a time as well. I mean, their standard messages will say they'll ask you for more collateral, but there are some ways to kind of avoid that. Yeah, so they give you some time, but you want to TD73. They do give you some time. So more assets, more of that particular digital asset that you put on there. So that's two more assets, right? So if you increase, it's looking as though if you increase the amount of assets on there, I'm going to share something from the video that speaks to just that. That helps. Obviously, putting more of the particular asset that you collateralize on that will help. But you can also take fiat dollar, turn it into stablecoin, put it on there also. So, but I would not wait unless you're willing to lose that particular collateralized asset that you're on there. But those are just some more options that you can do. It's not necessarily just having to have more of that particular asset. It could be other assets that, are, what do they take? 25 different coins and have some of those particular ones. You can put it on that platform. That will help. I'm going to let you hear his message as to why it helps. So yeah, so that's, we don't know, but I thought it interesting that the first thing that the Donald President Trump said he was going to do was in reference to tax, payroll tax, and I think something with it was it payroll tax and like 401ks, I believe. I don't remember exactly, but I know it had something to do payroll tax by the end of the year. But I thought that they put an end to that, stopped it pretty quick. But I just think it mentioned it, and then I'm hearing from my dude today that long term this is what they're looking to do, a consumption tax. And I know in this community the idea of a consumption tax has been thrown out before passed. So they're looking to do something called a 10 or 12-day disclosure. Right, so 12 days of disclosure is basically, I think that's supposed to start Monday. Basically, kind of highlighting the different things that they're going to be looking to do. So we shall see how that goes. Yeah. So, but guys, I mean, again, I don't know if you listened to it today, but they just mentioned private-public partnerships a ton, and you got to ask yourself why they kept mentioning it, highlighting it, and bringing. They got all the CEOs and representatives from Walmart and LabCorp and what Target. Oh, that's right, XRP gal. 75% of your immunity comes from your gut. Is exactly right. Okay, so you want to have a probiotic, hopefully that has a prebiotic. The challenge, XRP gal, is that vast majority of them, 90 to 95% of the probiotics, they don't get to the interior lining of your gut, unfortunately. Unfortunately, because they don't move it to all the different areas of your gut. Unfortunately, because the FDA is basically just allowed the companies to kind of state the amount, the amount of the particular probiotic or whatever at consumption, but it doesn't address what's actually going to get to the gut. Like how much of that how much of that 30 million, 30 billion, right, whatever it might be, is actually going to get to the lining of your gut there. You know what I mean? That's the challenge with the probiotics. And so you want better technology that will allow for that. We use a freeze dried one, that you don't lose nothing happens until it touches your tongue, so it dissolves in your tongue, which is actually better than those caps. So, but in any case, glad to see glad to see XRP guy. You understand about how significantly important gut health is to everything. What's this? XRP Vampires in the building. Good to see you, XRP Vampire. Crypto Seas, the paper President Trump mentioned he plans on rolling out during his live event today. I hope their first plan is to burn fiat. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to burn it, but they're going to print a lot of it and just put it out there. That I know. All these kind of quote unquote bailouts, they just trying to me, it was as though they're just trying to get rid of. They just want to trash the dollar big time. You know what I mean? A lot of interesting things, but they threw that out a bunch today. And I'm thinking, we've seen this public-private partnerships and a lot of these digital asset PDFs, right? Whether it be from the World Economic Forum or the IMF or the BIS, a lot of them speak to this private-public partnership. So I just found that to be very, very interesting that in other words, they're highlighting it. And you know what I mean? Because I just think, for me, the way they highlighted that is they're letting you know that they're going to be speaking more about private-public partnerships. That's what I feel like. The same way that they mention the taxes and the payroll taxes. I feel like this is just letting us know what they're going to be talking about in the future as well. Feels that way to me. TJ Jackson says, guys, collapse the chat, hit the like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. We're on the road to 5,000 Ks. Let's make that happen. Shout out to Sway Z for actually getting this, putting this out on what is it, on Facebook. Shared the link for the stream on Facebook. So hello, Facebook, if you're listening in. Right? So that's right, Win Mullet, because they will give them a ton of. Exactly right. But I believe it's all for naught. Oh, what else did I hear today? Oh, so I heard, was it yesterday? Yeah, this is, no confirmation on this, but suspected that they will be doing a, for example, 1-to-1 fiat to this new digital dollar. Might be 1-to-1, it might be 2-to-1, it might be 3-to-1. So it might be for every $4 of fiat, you get one, right, of this new reserve currency. Found out today that the N stands for new. So USN is new. That is what it is, according to this, my dude. So we shall see. Again, he likes to liken himself to being on the good side of the insiders. Not the insider himself, but on the good side on him. So likable guy, and so I'm sure he has a lot of favorable relations. Yeah, so yeah, can you imagine that? 2 for 1, 3 for 1, 4 for 1, $4, one, this new US dollar called the USN. Something like that. So we shall see. I'm gonna catch up on this chat and do some more shout outs. XRP Live, I appreciate you being here today, my friend. Raymond Scott's in the building. Kimichi, baby. Kimchi. Yeah. I prefer fermented foods for my probiotics. Yeah, I hear you. I hear that. I was just looking at my pre and probiotic that I take. I thought it was 15 billion CC, whatever. Yeah, which one is that? What is that called? It's 15 billion. I do one a day. I have Miss Crypto Siege change up a little bit. Now we do that, and we always get the big gallon of kombucha also. You know what I mean? So gut health is significantly important. Brad Barlinghouse says Patron works. Well, that's good to know because I love me some Patron. The dude, Crypto Seeds, if we don't see some type of XRP adoption during this financial crisis, then I might start to doubt the vision we have set out for this being used mass scale. Yeah, I hear you, my friend. I think that a lot of people would start to look, turn to that direction as well, or feel, have the same sentiments you spell out here. I could see that. I could definitely see that. Yeah. So anybody find it odd that guy from the Goldman Sachs guy came in like that and said that, then had to leave? I mean, we're in the UK now. Dang it, we still need asset classification clarity. That's exactly right, XRP Live. Thanks for the $2 super chat. And I think I think it's coming very, very soon. I really do. Sure, I catch up with everyone here. Thank you, XRP Vampire. XRP Vampire says, hey, everyone in the chat, let's get Crypto Siege channel over 5,000. He deserves it. Thank you, XRP Vampire. I appreciate that. Threadwork Derek is in the building. What's up with you, Threadwork Derek? JT Josh is in the building. How are you, JT? BC Metrics. BC Metrics is always having a good time. Appreciate you, friend. The chain gonna be very important. Yep. Yeah, I did a tweet. Was it yesterday? Maybe it was earlier today. I forget it on, but I said, for the last 9 to 10 months, I had been really hitting hard on that rich list, right? Hitting it hard like last 9-10 months. And then about 2 months ago, I had decided, yeah, I'm good with the rich list now, and started to widen the portfolio. Man, when I saw that 13 cents, I'm like, yeah, okay. uh, it's time to shorten the portfolio and add to the rich list. Yeah, so it was interesting. And then I hashtag it XRP and VeChain only. But I had to take advantage of it. I did not want to wait. Did not want to wait. Literally, I would be waiting until tomorrow, but I didn't want to wait. And I'm glad I didn't because I think it got back up to 17 cents. Did it not? I think it did. I think it did get back up to 17 cents. So I'm glad I didn't wait. Oops. And tomorrow, if I want to, you know, do something, then it still will be cheaper in terms of the portfolio to get it back to where it was. It's still going to be cheap. It's still going to be significantly cheaper. It's at 16 now. Yep. So I did. I just shortened the portfolio. Yep. And so I just, shortened it enough to get about 500 plus fiat dollars and just, you know what, got to take advantage of this. Got to take advantage of it. For me, that's what I had to do, right? So, I got that 11 cent XRP. Very happy about that. Oh, nice, man. Good for you, Raymond Scott. Good for you, man. Good for you. But I learned a very huge lesson too, as well, about that, because I could have snatched it up right around 12 cents. 12, 13, right? But I could have snatched it up around at 12 cents, right? But I learned a lesson. And for me, that lesson was, look, you have to understand what is, if you believe XRP to be the greatest digital asset ever created, a wide portfolio, it's secondary, right? So if you get a chance, for me in our household, I decided if I get a chance to get the greatest digital asset ever created on the kind of on a significantly cheaper price, there's always time to widen it. That was a lesson for me. Even though really, really happy, really, 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 really happy, blessed in terms of that rich stats list, right? Well, really happy, really, really blessed. But a chance to take advantage of those prices. I won't wait as long, I guess is my whole point, right? I won't wait because I had the chance to snatch it at the real good 11 cents prices and didn't. So can't argue with 13. You can't be mad at the world 13 cents, right? So put a lesson there. Yep. Shorten the portfolio, still kept my VeChain. Sure did. Nice. I love it. What do you got going on here? Canceling cruises and airlines. GXRP was good, bro. Sounds like some cross-border payments will have to be made during this time. Yes, it does. Silver Eagle coins being hoarded right now. Yes, the U.S. Mint run out of silver. Interesting. Oh, B. Douglas says, so what's the rich stats list? What's the rich stats levels? Oh, never heard of the rich stats before, B. Douglas? I'll share it with you. Let me see. What do I want to show? I want to share with you guys this audio first. And please forgive me. 416 crypto, you're absolutely right. Anything sub 20 cents is a bargain. Absolutely. As I had just about a week ago, I snatched up that 15.5, 15.7. Massive amount at that price. I would have known that it would get down to 11 or 12 or 13 cents, I would have held off, but I didn't. But I figured out a way to some more. So Lorenzo B. Dang. What's going on, Lorenzo? Guys, I'm going to let you play this audio so you know how it goes on the audio front. Please be patient. Oh, yeah, I know. I know what you're saying, brother, but it's oh, you saying so you haven't heard the rich stats list. Let me pull it up, but I want to share this audio with you guys because I think this is interesting. When Mully, can you put the link for that rich stats list up for us? Raymond Scott, thank you so much for the $10 super chat, my friend. Yeah, I like the rocket ships. Believe it to be so. Very, very confident in the end, you know what I like to say? I like to say ILP, XRPL, ODL, XRP. Just pick one. Just pick one. Or like my dude Glenn Hutchins says, the value is in the protocol. The value is in the protocol. Focusing on the token or asset is distracting and quite honestly uninformative. Glenn Hutchins. Glenn Hutchins. All right, let me play this audio first. Thank you, Winmella. You are the one, brother. I appreciate you big time. All right, I'm gonna play this audio for you guys. Hold on. And I'm gonna check for audio. I'm gonna get an audio check. Hold on.
Hey, you guys, just wanted to give you a crucial update. So, my cousin that works for the Pentagon, my aunt that lives in D.C., and my friend that works for the government in Knoxville, between last night and today, I've had 3 people notify me that has not been announced yet, but the U.S. is about to go on a 4-week quarantine, which means you cannot leave your home. You can't go to anywhere that you can do sales transactions like grocery stores, shopping, movies, anything like that. So in about 2 weeks, 1 to 2 weeks, they're going to announce this shutdown. Once the shutdown is in place or the warning, everything in the grocery store is going to be cleared out. At this time, it's critical that you stock up on.
So you're getting an echo, huh? All right, let me see something. Yeah, it's low on my end too, but I'm trying to get rid of this echo. And if it doesn't work this time, I'll tell you what it said. If it doesn't work this time, I'll tell you what it says. It's internal sound plus mic. So it's very, very interesting. Let me see this time. Hold on.
Hey, you guys, just wanted to give you a crucial update. So, my cousin that works for the Pentagon, my aunt that lives in D.C., and my friend that works for the government in Knoxville, between last night and today, I've had 3 people notify me that has not been announced yet, but the U.S. is about to go on a 4-week quarantine, which, hey, you guys, just wanted to give you.
All right, so still an echo. Okay. Make sure mic while the video is playing. All right, I'll try that. I'm up for anything. I'll try that. Let's do this.
Hey, you guys, just wanted to give you a crucial update. So, my cousin that works for the Pentagon, my aunt that lives in D.C., and my friend that works for the government in Knoxville, between last night and today, I've had 3 people notify me that has not been announced yet, but the U.S. is about to go on a 4-week quarantine, which means you cannot leave your home. You can't go to anywhere that you can do sales transactions like grocery stores, shopping, movies, anything like that. So in about 2 weeks, 1 to 2 weeks, they're going to announce this shutdown. once the shutdown is in place or the warning, everything from the grocery store is going to be cleared out. At this time, it's critical that you stock up on canned goods, frozen foods, things that you'll be able to survive off of 2 weeks from or 4 weeks for. Toilet tissue, paper towels. It's bigger than just Clorox and bleach. You got to be able to feed your family.
All right, guys, can you hear me? Yeah, so hopefully you can hear me now. Can you guys hear me? Interesting, right? So you guys can hear me. Cool. So that's the audio there. So relative in the Pentagon, friend or relative works in DC, and some other person government. Anybody heard about that? Yeah. So again, like my dude Deep Mind teaches me, right? Trust but verify. And this was in the Telegram chat. So interesting. When is that supposed to happen given today's announcement? When is that supposed to happen? You know what I mean? So take it for kind of what it's worth. But I don't know how much validity I can add to it. I think that the way that they're kind of, I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. It's hard. 4 weeks. That's hard to say. And this whole idea of what did she said 1 to 2 weeks is supposed to be announced in 1 or 2 weeks and give people time to prepare. I don't know, but doesn't it seem eerily odd to you that, like, for example, let me say this. How many of you have seen the pictures of people or the shelves, all these shelves and everything being emptied? Right? We seen them as much as a week ago, 2 weeks ago, right? A lot of shelves being empty. And I'm looking at this, and I'm looking at, like, why are these shelves? I mean, a week or 2 weeks, even as much as 2 weeks ago, why are people emptying the shelves? Like, why? What does that have to do with the beer mug, right? Or the beer cold? Was that in anticipation of what they saw in the other nations and just planning and expecting that to happen in the States? Right? Lockdowns and whatever do we want to call it. Maybe it was anticipation of that. I don't know. Or maybe it has something to do with people like this young lady who got the word. And them telling their friends and them telling their friends. I don't know. So I don't know. Interesting audio, though. Devon Steve, what's going on, bro? Good evening, everyone. Not been in from work for too long. All good today. Hear you, bro. Appreciate you being here, Devon Steve. So that's the key. True Sky makes a very interesting point. What if town or city gets locked down? No trucks in, no trucks out. Store shelves would be, yeah. And so this is kind of the thing that we're at. Top Talk says, good excuse to do a fast thing. That's exactly right. Derek P is in the building. How good to see you, Derek P. So do we know? I don't know. Trust but verify is just kind of as high as we could put that, right? Don't know. I did notice today in my Walmart that there were some there were some sort of some empty shelves, but not dramatic as other places that I've seen. And it was interesting stuff too, like dishwashing soap, dishwashing, right? Like it was odd. The foods were fine. Things, cleaning supplies and dishwashing areas. I found that to be very interesting. So yeah. So anyway, so I don't know. It's I guess it's good to know rather than not know. It's good to be prepared, right? Just in case, right? Never know. But that was an interesting article. I saw something on Twitter. Let me see if I can't find that and share that with you guys. Yeah, I got it right here. Let me see if I can share this with you guys. This was really interesting. So, what happened there? Let me change this view. Let you guys check this out. I mean, check this out. This is interesting to me. How's it going, Siege Drew Jack? What's good, brother? How are you? I think I've seen you in the stream before, my friend. How are you? Everything good? Stores will be the new Roman Colosseums, right? So check this out. Interesting little thing right here. Look at this. Look at, does this look like this? This is an Aldi. I hope I don't get a strike for showing that. I don't even know if I can or not. But look at the line of people in there for this. Don't know where this is. Someone's filming it, obviously, from the top. This looks like this is in a mall or something. Look at the people there. And, of course, Noah's going to be calm. Very few people. And people just running. Look at that. People trying not to get crushed. People cheating. Like, I don't know why I just did that. Why did I do that? Looks like they calmed down a bit on the running, but still. Yeah, so. Right. Yeah, interesting too. No one grabbed the shopping cart, man. C Hunter is in the building. I'm new to this channel. I appreciate you being here, C Hunter. Appreciate where you checking in from, bro. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe if you haven't had a chance to do that. Guys, welcome. C Hunter. Oh, so that was welcome C Hunter to the channel. So Debian 2, that was in Germany. Yeah, yeah. Debian 2 believes that was in Germany. Oh, Vox said the same thing. This is in Germany. Yeah, so that's the case. And so that beer cold is something, isn't it? I hear you, Drew Jack says everything is great. Just picked up another bag of XRP. Oh, C Hunter said just came from Crypto Mike. He linked to your live stream. Oh wow. Oh cool. Shout out to Crypto Mike for doing this thing. He checks in the stream every now and then. That dude is doing his thing for sure. Tell Crypto Mike I said I appreciate that, C Hunter. Morris Prince C7 is in the building. What's up with you, Morris Prince? Credit dries up after liquidity drops off. No credit means less inventory. Hence, the empty shelves. Okay, there you go. True Sky says 3 hours south of Seattle. Oh, you're checking in from. Thank God. Oh, wow, you're 3 hours south of Seattle. Oh, gotcha. Because that's some of the beer thing is going on. The beer cold is over there. Yeah. What's that? Crocos 1972 says, damn, Costco was getting wild. Yeah, so man, legendary, is that right? There's talk in Seattle of them shutting down the bridges into the city. Lucky I'm south of downtown Seattle. Man, I hear that. That's something right there. Yeah. Here in Washington, the shelves are empty. Wow. No TP, no cleaning stuff, no hand sanitizer. Wow. When Mullen's gotten in all capitals. Personal protection items. Yeah. Lynette Zhang would agree with you, would agree with that 1,000% when Mullet. So she's a prepper for sure. Yeah, crazy. That is so. XRP Gal, you're 1,000% about that. I've always felt that if you're buying at the very bottom or selling at the very top, you're not trading right. That's exactly right. You're taking too much risk. That's exactly right, XRP Gal. Oh, got someone else here. Spencer. Spencer said, hey, Siege, Crypto Mike sent us over here after his live stream. Oh, wow. Well, I appreciate that. Well, didn't know that. I appreciate you being here, man. Shout out to Crypto Mike. He's definitely doing his thing. That's very cool of him to do that. Yeah, so that was an interesting little audio. Gotta admit. Yeah, I found out today that my teenager gets an extra, what, I don't know, 7, 9 days. Spring break. They closed her school down early for the spring break. So, yep. That's exactly right, XRP Gal. They're doing it in New York as well, huh? Yeah, yes, that's right. It's getting interesting. It's getting interesting. You know, of course, now for us in the XRP community, it certainly feels like if they did something like, if we don't know, if they did something like a 4-week quarantine, certainly would be enough time, you know. And I think the interesting point about the audio was no transactions places. So if you had to go somewhere where you had to do a transaction of some sort, don't you think that's interesting? A transaction. So yeah. So let's say you go, like, we have a gym. There's nothing in there at all where you can do a transaction. So when you think about this, so people can gather. People could hit the gym, sweating on each other, but you're not going to be quote unquote. The idea was the transaction, right? That any places now they're saying that obviously they're thinking it's going to be about food and purchasing order and different things. But if there's no transaction, and that's what she said on the call, no transactions. I thought that was interesting. Because if it's about in my opinion, if it's about the beer cold, right? Wouldn't it just be places? Wouldn't it be just not leaving the home? I don't know. Deep Mind is in the building, guys. Deep Mind, I appreciate you being here, brother. Hey, Siege, just popping in for a quick minute. XRP Gal says, we would get more Siege. Bring on the quarantine. Oh, I appreciate that. Guys, 57 people on the stream and 53 likes. I appreciate that. We got another stream where we got just as many likes as we have viewers in the stream. I got to tell you, I definitely appreciate you guys doing that. YouTube and the algorithm on YouTube absolutely loves that. All schools in LA are closed, says C Hunter. Is that right? I didn't hear anything about that. Crocus 972 says, I'm in LA. All schools closed. Crazy. Yeah. All schools, yeah. And what's going on with freaking March Madness, man? No March Madness. What the heck? Rasheen B. Wealthy's in the building? I didn't see him. Rasheen, what's good, bro? Miss Rasheen coming in. I like where your head's at, TJ Jackson. TJ Jackson says, since when was just enough good enough for the elite? If XRP is designed for 10K, it will eventually be 10K. I hear that, brother. I'm good with that too. Babacug says it's already 2,000. Babacug says it's already 2,000. No March Madness. Guys, this is my time of the year. This is the only time where mentally I allow myself to be in front of a TV. I give myself permission to do so. Otherwise, it's late at night after business hours. We're talking 9:30 later. And that's usually documentaries or if we happen to find something on Netflix that we can binge on. But March Madness is the time where in the afternoon I'll be in front watching something. And no March Madness. Crocus 1972 says, and my Lakers were headed for another title. Damn. Oh, that's not too far off, bro. They were playing really, really good. Oh, he did. TJ Jackson says at Crypto Seas today, Cugs tweeted 10K achieved. Wow, really? I didn't see that one. Wow, Rasheen B. Welfare. I'm good. Paying no mind to the fear. I hear you, brother. I hear you. I just find that interesting that she mentions that on the call, places where there can be transactions. Because to me that's speaking to they don't want any kind of transaction that will require merchants and or banks to be involved in a thing. That's what it kind of felt like to me. He's talking about his followers. Brett Winter says Cugs was talking about his followers. Let's see. I'm on that right now. Keep mine. Oh wow. Okay. Gotcha. I gotcha. Okay. Let me know if I can share that, but I gotcha. Because I won't unless you do. But yeah. So we'll know also too, right? We'll know also after this video is allowed or not allowed. DeepMind. So Devon Steve says if you're worried about, gotcha, get dried veg, potatoes, rice, pasta, whatever else takes your fancy from Amazon. Great idea. Great idea. Rasheen B. Wealthy says, I was just going to say, seems like they're shutting down bunches of normal transactions as they prepare the rollout of the switch. Digital transactions via the bridge of all transactions. Yeah, I just, when she said that, when she said that with the transaction part, places where transaction has to be done, right? Because it's so funny too, because those of us in the community, right, digital asset space and especially the XRP community, get a sense that the beer cold is a distraction, it's the perfect thing to get the masses to focus on why they go out and do the thing that they're really wanting to do. Again, that's why for me, I found it very, very curious that the first thing he mentioned was taxes and payroll taxes, and then I also find it interesting that the way in that they talk so much about the private-public partnerships, but also, didn't anyone find it interesting the travel ban? Now he's saying, right, the EU except for the UK. How can, in my opinion, how can anything that you're trying to keep at bay, how can any particular, if it's spread, if you can get the beer cold and the beer cold is spread the way that they say, how can a nation be excluded? I don't know. If the purpose of the ban was to do a certain thing, to contain stuff, I thought interesting that the UK was one of the nations was that still allow not participating in this particular ban. I thought that was because a lot of people don't know, but the travel ban also was about goods as well. It was about cargo back and forth as well. Interesting. That's my understanding, that the ban was also cargo related as well. So just like kind of nothing coming from China. So the US ban was no cargo as well to and from the EU, but UK was good. It didn't make sense to me because that says that people in the States could have the beer cold and they're traveling the UK and vice versa. They don't know it because you don't get you can still, beer, you can still have the beer cold and not have any symptoms of the beer cold. So what was this thing that was allowing not only the travel, guys, between us and UK, but the movement of cargo to and from? You get what I'm saying? Why the UK? Is that because they get ready to come up on new negotiations? Like, why the UK? Something doesn't add up there. Now, today in the press conference, he said he had gotten numbers and that the numbers were good for the UK. That's why the UK was good, right? But they got to have an answer to why the UK, right? So they prepared for those, right? So, in my opinion, but apparently new numbers are in, so they may be looking to change the UK, put them in the ban, but letting some other ones in. This is interesting stuff to me. I did not. Of who? Are we talking like OJ, like in OJ? What? Rasheen B. Wealthy, did you see the vid of OJ disinfecting his cash? Nuts. Which OJ are we talking about? The OJ? 416 Crypto says, at Crypto Siege, our company has banned all corporate travel until further notice. Interesting. Those Bears, I'm feeling you on that one, my dude. I got to tell you. No March Madness. I feel like I'm living outside my body. He said, damn it, the one event I look forward to every year. I know. Oh, well, soon we'll be able to buy our own. Yes, indeed. Yeah, that was tough. That was tough to hear that. Very tough. I gotta tell you, that was very tough to hear that. First I saw, no fans, and then literally hours later, just done. So this is, for me, this it works so perfectly. Yeah, I'm asking. Oh, that's uh oh, so for me, this is just it's working so perfectly. Um, in the grander scheme of things, nice distraction. I mean, if you're believing that there's a bigger picture to it all, and I do believe it's a bigger picture. I do believe that the U.S. is going to be a new U.S. dollar, digital U.S. dollar. I mean, I think there's a reason why Judy Shelton said it the way she said it. New dollar in a cryptocurrency kind of way. My dude is saying gold backed dollar will be digital. Believe it to be USN. Don't know. N supposed to stand for new. Um, some might call it a USTN, US Treasury note, but so interesting times. I do think it's a bigger picture. And again, a lot of us really, for me, I do see overnight you wake up and boom, there that is. And uh, the challenge is things have to get worse before they can get better. You can't just roll out this liquidity thing, right? It has to be bad that the masses know it's bad. Like the masses have to know that it's bad, right? So it got a little bit of a rebound, probably have another rebound for maybe 2 or 3 more days, but you know what I mean? So I am not where I'm not worried about the beer cold. Um, but Mohammed Emira, you got people liquidated. You got people. I did not get anyone liquidated. Deep Mind says it's always darkest before the dawn. You only must survive the night. She can be wealthy. No transactions means no liquidity. It's a great point, brother. It's a great point. But yeah, I heard about the whole thing with Nexo and some other places. Massive liquidations. Massive, guys. I mean, massive. However, not the case. Really, really excited to hear. And the platform numbers are up significantly from today and yesterday as compared to a week ago. So they had a hugely successful yesterday. A hugely successful yesterday. Yeah, and so yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, I feel bad because I have not exercised in a few days now. William Leather, how about that? I sold my drum set today so I could buy more XRP. The timing was perfect. I hear you, bro. Have to do what's best for you, brother. I hear that. Nice. Yeah, I heard something in Italy, a young person in Italy as well went on it. Yeah, you're welcome. So yeah, so interesting. I just thought this was interesting here. Let me share this with you guys. And of course, you guys always have to do your own homework and do your own due diligence. But this was a really good thing here from Alex Mashinsky. Crocus, take care, fam. See you in Liechtenstein. All right, Crocus, have a great night, bro. Play this real quick.
not give us more margin. So that's an amazing performance. That goes to, again, the credit goes to our finance department, the credit risk management, for not some other people lending to risky institutions or risky hedge funds. We stick with the highest quality. We don't do non-collateralized loans. So we always have collateral. And when we hold your collateral, you don't want to default on those loans. On the retail side, we have, hundreds, right? All the short sellers shows up and said, hey, I want Bitcoin. Give me as much Bitcoin as you can. And all the dollars guys started giving us dollars back, right? Which was great because we start charging higher and higher rates, earning more money for the community. So we did exceptionally well last night. Again, credit goes to the team for putting together an amazing performance. Most of our employees worked around the clock. I worked 24 hours straight. Just got a little bit of sleep this morning. And we filled every order. We delivered on every opportunity. We did have many margin calls, especially with institutions, but we had zero liquidations, zero counterparties that did not pay us or did not give us more margin. So that's an amazing performance. That goes to, again, the credit goes to our finance department, the credit risk management, for not some other people lending to risky institutions or risky hedge funds.
All right, guys, I'm going to leave the link of this video in the chat so you guys can listen to this yourselves. But I thought that's very, very interesting, institutionally wise. And then he went on to talk about the retail as well. I think zero liquidations. And I think he said retail, he said a few. So I found that very, very interesting because, again, I had heard throughout the community how awful it was for Nexo and the others, and a lot of people in this community, unfortunately. Well, a couple of mistakes, in my humble opinion. You certainly don't want to put all of your digital assets up for collateral, because if you don't have any others, you can't take, when you get the margin notice, if you get one in time, you can't do anything about it. That's not good. That's not great. But the first thing is you should never put all of your assets on any platform. Not on Celsius. None of them, right? You don't want to put all of your thing there, right? So whether you're collateralizing, doing a loan or not, right? But I find it interesting that zero liquidation, all obligations were met, and they had the best day ever. Because I've always thought to myself, it's a little a little misleading when you put these rates up and people see these other rates, but the people don't understand the game, if you will, that's being played to give you these higher rates. They don't understand it, and they end up getting burnt by it. So from what I'm hearing, the vast majority of that was within the DeFi. The liquidations, obviously BitMEX was crazy, but the liquidations were on the other platforms like a BlockFi or a Nexo or whatever, even on the DAI, the regular DeFi DAI, because they play in a different world with these high risk loans and no collateralized loans, and the different things that they do with the assets that people put on their platforms. They put the platform holders in a very awkward and not a safe position. So again, I just put if you guys want to check that out, it was a great one. I think what he did is he talked about 10 minutes covering today and yesterday and how well and awesome it went. And then it was just ask me anything questions after that. Really good questions. Again, another good AMA to go through to learn more about the platform. One of the things that I thought was some platforms are kind of looking out for them. Some platforms are looking out for the platform holders, and it's very misleading to you put your rates up and you talk about these, you see 2 or 3% higher for XRP than Celsius, or 1.5 to 2% higher for BTC or ETH. but you don't understand the game that they're playing. You know, if there's not enough, if it's not a balance of borrowers and lenders, if it's not a balance there, if what they're doing with your assets is riskier to the platform holders, platforms, you know, people put their digital assets on the platform, then what good does it do you to have those higher yearly rates, right? That's the thing that people have to really, really pay attention to. So hold on one second. And I think that's the thing that people got to look at. Yeah, so if you want to learn more about that platform, the Celsius platform, after watching that video and other videos that you do your own homework and do your due diligence, I'll leave a link. The link's in the description of all my streams, but I'll put one here in the chat as well. But yeah, so he talks about it in this video as well, that the other platforms did not do well yesterday. They did not do well. Yeah, and I feel bad too, because I know a lot of people in the XRP community, you know, were kind of amped up about Nexo, and it was just, I don't know, it didn't feel right. And it looks like it kind of hurt them. Looks like it kind of hurt them. So, guys, check it out. I again, for me, I try to add some more assets to the platform today. But I did learn that, and he says it in this thing here, you know, can go to like the 10-minute mark on that video. He says that if you put other assets on the platform, they tend not to come after you for your leverage, collateralized leverage, because you have other assets on there, right? You're trusting and invested in the platform in so many words, okay? And my collateralized position with them was not liquidated, but I have, you know, 7 or 8 other assets on the platform in addition to the asset that I use for a collateralized loan. So just food for thought, guys. Just food for thought. C. Hunter says, yeah, I'm not Charles Hunter. I was like, you know, Charles Hunter. How's C. Hunter? How about that? I'm not Charles Hunter. I appreciate you being today, C. Hunter. Shout out to Crypto Mike again. He turned a few people onto the channel right after his stream. I definitely appreciate that. All right, Frog in the Well is here. Appreciate that. Good to see you, Frog in the Well. Keith Harris is here. Hi, all. Guys, I'm about to wrap up the stream. I appreciate you guys hanging out today. Again, do your homework, do your due diligence. Check out the YouTube with Alex Mashinsky. Watch this AMA. It's really eye-opening, guys. It's really, really eye-opening about the differences in the platforms. It's important to know. It really is important to know. I'll put the link to that video again. It's really important to know the differences. And I got to say that, you know, when I learned about, it was about minute 10, that they operated that way. If you have other assets on the platform, he said, we don't mess with you. We don't kind of come after you because you have other stuff on the platform. I just thought that was interesting. Now, I don't know if it's a certain amount. I don't know. But the fact that he said that, I thought was interesting. And again, for me, it didn't happen. But again, I have 7 or 8 other assets on the platform besides the asset that I use to do a leveraged loan, right? A collateralized loan. So thank God. Anyway, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap up the stream like I do all of my streams and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel, trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating? Or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know. That the battle for you has already been fought. And the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.